This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This your boy Black Magus back with another Drunken Old Man Rant. Therefore, I'm not drunk. Reason I'm calling these Drunken Old Man Rants is because they kind of fit the nature of it. It can't be commentaries about life because those are a lot more positive and a lot more serious in tone. Where these, a lot of times, I have to say, going back and listening to them, I be on some craziness, and it seems like I'm fucking around. So, being sober, I feel like I need to speak on these issues in that manner because it's not like quote unquote real life lessons. It's just craziness that goes through my mind, especially after taking some Theraflu. Even though it's a non-drowsy type, I've taken some Theraflu, some Tylenol, and I'm kind of in a like weird cold driven haze. Maybe I call this one the fucked up sick edition of Drunken Old Man Rant. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Anyway, so in the last one I recorded, I mentioned something about how guys don't necessarily friend zone women, but they kind of keep them in reserve, and I feel like I should expand on that a little bit with you guys. A lot of times guys will meet a female, and our intentions aren't always to hook up with the women, but unfortunately we have this thing in us where we will take a moment to consider the potential. It's just something that guys do. I mean, I admit, as nice as I like to perceive myself, I've done that before. Fellas, I'm sure we've all done that before. We've met a girl, we're not even on that level, but for some reason the thought crosses our minds like, yo, I wonder how she would look naked or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I say guys don't necessarily always put women in friend zone. There's some women that you just vibe with on a like friendly basis that eventually gets there, but it's usually like they rotate to that position. I kind of look at the situation with guys when it comes to women kind of like a Major League Baseball bullpen, where they keep all the backup pitchers, or just the whole bullpen system, including starting pitchers, I guess I should say. This is how I look at it. Like, okay, let's relate it to the positions. So starting pitchers, of course, usually your girl, your main, however y'all want to call it. I'm not one of those people who need side chicks and all that, so I'll let y'all decide how you want to look at the starting pitcher, but it's pretty much the person who you designate as your girlfriend for the most part. The starting pitcher is one of your best. They're the elite. They're the person that you rock with for when you're in the game. You know what I mean? So that's usually your girlfriend right there, starting pitcher. Then you have the relief pitchers. Relief pitchers are generally women who have the potential to be your girl, but right now you have a starting pitcher and they get priority. They're the ones that you have the most confidence in, which is why you're with them. But at the same time, if something happens, if there's issue, if your starting pitcher's not cutting it, you have your relief pitchers to bring in, and that's where some women fall in line. They're like the ones that have the potential to be a starting pitcher in your rotation, but at the same time, they're not necessarily a permanent replacement. They're usually temporary. Usually the ones that after things fall apart, you bring them in and they right the ship for you until next time when you're committing yourself to a starting pitcher. So that's what the relief pitcher does. Then you have the setup men. Setup men, I guess you could say, are basically the what's the equivalent of that term? Jump off. Setup men are the jump off. They're the people who they're not even the jump offs really, but they're just the people who you might spend time with, you might hang out with. They might do nice things for you. They might get you gifts or something like that. They're not necessarily a jump off because you're not necessarily trying to hook up with them like that, but they're that intermediary, that person that comes in and kind of, you know, make you feel good about yourself, you know, put you in a comfortable stage, get you ready for the closer, which the closer is more like the jump off in my opinion, simply because the closer is only there for one purpose and one purpose at all. That's just to end the game. That's just to, you know, quickly retire the side and let you, and then you move on to the next game. I think the closer is more of the jump off because the closer, you know, only gets like a short burst, which is pretty much what the jump off is. It's that person that just gets that, you know, okay, you get the business and then you go out and you might be called upon again if I need you. You know, you're not necessarily needed. Neither is the setup person, but the setup person is a less of a sexual position than the closer, because the setup person only is around. I guess they're the facilitator. Usually, that's the person who probably has, you know, can get you more in contact with closers than anything. That's how I look at setup, man. So those are the ones who probably are closer to the friend zone than anything. Those are the friend zone people, because they have people around them that they probably, you know, they're usually the ones who like, I need you. You need to go out with this person. That's what the setup person is. You need to go out. You know, they want to get you to that person that can make you feel good, even though in their mind they're thinking they're probably trying to make like match made in heaven, where you're only thinking, well, good, I've found someone who I can release some of the stress with, you know, release all the pressure. That type of thing. God damn this cold. So yeah, that's the pretty much baseball equivalent of how guys, how I perceive guys rate women. It might be a little crazy, sketchy. Shit, sounds kind of like I'm drunk, but I'm not. Just medicated. But that's at least how I perceive it. So you guys let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Deuces.